Hey guys, Brendan Legger-Wood here, author of the 3+1 Plan and chairman of YPC Group, where we help you to build a thriving property portfolio so you can live the lifestyle you've always dreamed of, but in such a way that you're not creating a second job or actually working yourself into an early grave. So what I wanted to do today was we've been running the webinars now for a while, and we've compiled hundreds of questions that you guys have been asking. So I want to take those, and what I've done is I've broken them down into a number of really key questions that most of you guys are repeatedly asking. And what I've done is I want to present them to you so you get that level of education. I've always been a massive supporter of free education. And so that's what I want to do for you guys today, is really give you, I guess, what most people out there are concerned about in the market now, about property investment, about strategies, about structures, about all sorts of things, the questions that you guys have been asking. So, it's not now me telling you what you should be thinking, it's you guys actually feeding back. And I love that about the social media, and I love that about webinars. So yeah, sit back, relax, and let's get started. Hey guys, so a question for all you guys that own international properties around the world, but are living in the UK in particular. So the question is quite simply, does having international properties affect my UK portfolio? And look, the answer to that is always 100%. I mean, in some ways at that level, you don't need to ask that. Yes, it will affect your portfolio. But I guess the important thing is that what you need to consider is this, because when the client was asking this question, they've actually, the particular client has actually had a property in Florida that they've let go, and a property in Spain they've let go. And they've just literally stopped paying the mortgages. And so what they're concerned about is that it's going to affect them back here. And look, the point, and I'll come back and I'll deal with that in a second, but the point here is, yes, it is always going to have an effect, all right? Because, if you look at the cash flow element, you're going to need to be funding, in most cases, those mortgages. Or if interest rates go up, you need to fund them. So there's that risk element that actually, if it's not funding itself, then where's that money going to come from? It's going to come out of the UK, and therefore, it does affect your UK portfolio. The other side is, the market cycle. Whilst now it might not be affecting you because it may be cash flow positive, okay? Actually, if the market changes, interest rates go up, or perhaps your area, isn't so good there. I mean, we've had in Christchurch earthquakes. If you had rental properties in there, well, actually, they may be affected by that. You may still have the mortgage, but not the income coming in to fund that. So market cycle and things like that can affect it too. But I guess for the most part, there's no record on your UK credit file. So it's not like the funder will know 100% that you own that property, how much you owe on it, and all that sort of stuff. So it generally won't affect you. And that depends too, because what you're finding now is you've got people like Experian who are in the UK that are also in Spain, okay? And they're actually able to exchange information. Now, they're not exchanging information from my understanding at the moment. But in this case, with the client that had their property repossessed, or they basically handed the keys back in Florida and Spain, what they actually did, they've handed it back. Now, they have actually been pursued over here, but they've worked it out anyway, and the US one has done. The Spain one hasn't been pursued. So will it affect their portfolio? We don't know. We'll see what happens in the coming years, because having spoken to a few banks in Spain on repossessions and things like that, a lot of them, they're sitting there waiting until the market comes back around. They know there's some equity. So it's not a case of, it won't affect you. It may, and what I'd certainly say, if you do have international properties, and look, if you're funding them and the mortgages are fine, great, but you've got to see them as part of your portfolio. You can't just say it's a different country, just forget about that. Actually, everything needs to look at, as a whole. And that's really important. That's one of the functions that we do as portfolio managers here, is we actually look at the holistic, portfolio. Not just here's the UK. No, forget about that. We don't want to know about that. You've got to incorporate the whole thing in there. So guys, I'm sure you found that information really valuable. The first step really now is that you need to get a plan. You need to actually, work out exactly how you're going to put this in place. So what I encourage you to do is come in and sit down with us, talk to us, grab a coffee with us. And what we can do is we can actually start mapping out what your plan is. Guys, I'm looking forward to meeting you real soon at either one of our webinars or perhaps a seminar, or if you come to one of our offices around the world. Have a great day, and remember, live with passion.